A special part of the day this year that we're doing is we're going green. We are working with an organization that is called an upcycling organization. And what they do is they collect electronics that are still usable, that have a shelf life. So your iPhone, your smartphones, your Blackberries, your laptops. And they don't recycle them unless they are completely unusable, which then they do. They completely recycle them. If they still have a shelf life, if they can be fixed and reused, they're sold into a secondary market, and we receive 50% of the proceeds. So on the day of the walk this year, we're asking anybody, whether they're participating in the walk or not, to come drop off their electronics that day so that we can raise more money through that program.
That's a great way to get people to participate.
Right.
Right?
Who don't, and you don't have to write a check. You don't have to give any money.
Yep.
You've already spent the money. And instead of putting this into the landfills, and which have toxic implications because of the components of these pieces of electronics, you're keeping this stuff out of the landfills and saving the environment. So it's a win-win. Everybody wins. And it's another way for us to raise money. You might clean out a couple of drawers or closets. I mean,
Right.
I turned in 3 laptops recently to the program, and they'll completely data wipe the machines because I was afraid to put them
Just
into
anywhere,
recycling,
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's, even if you think you've deleted everything, you haven't. It's still there in the background. We all know that. We watch the shows, right? It's still on the computer somewhere, and somebody can find it. So this company has the data destruction software that the Department of Defense uses. It's also HIPAA compliant, so if there's any medical information on there, they completely clean the machines. They send you a certification that machines have been cleaned, and then they're either upcycled or they're completely destroyed and not put it back into the landfills. So we're pretty excited about participating in it with them, and we have several companies that are helping us. Randolph Savings Bank has signed on. They're running a whole Earth Day recycling and upcycling program in all of their branches, the ones here in Stoughton, the ones in Randolph. Harbor One Bank is doing an employee engagement program. So it's pretty neat because we're pulling together different things that are important to people,
Right.
to help others. And all the money will help our patients. It will give them the comfort care that Mike has been talking about and the services they need.